Here's my 3 favorite tips and tricks to make sure I've got everything I need in my tool bag, no matter if I'm working on my rig out on the trail or if I'm working on stuff around the house. So for one, I'm a huge fan of this tool bag because it's got these awesome removable Velcro pouches. Except for one thing, my wrenches used to always just kind of like be mixed up in there, and no matter what, the one I needed was the last one I was going to grab. So I've adopted this method, which I'm calling the world's coolest wind chimes. This is actually a wire gate hitch pin, and I have got SAE on one, I've got metric on the other, and this keeps my tool nice and organized, makes it really easy to grab whatever wrench I need. Pop that off. Let's get that 15 there. Really saves a lot of time digging around in the tool bag, looking for a specific size. All right, when you were a kid, you probably played with magnets. You may have even messed up the TV, but now a magnet like this can really save your day. So this little telescopic wand is not something that I use a ton, but when I do use it, it is super handy. The last time I needed it, I dropped a screw down into an AC unit. This allowed me to retrieve it. I've also used it to fish out bits and bolts out of an engine compartment and literally make sure I've got one in my toolkit all the time. Hopefully you carry a flashlight, but for me, a prerequisite of having a good flashlight in my toolkit is that it has a magnetic tail cap that allows me to stick it underneath the hood, on the water heater, wherever I need it, so I'm not having to worry about somebody holding it. Even a headlamp isn't always optimal. This is super useful and love it. Last one's a little less common, but for me, another must-have is a handful of these individual wet wipes so that they stay ready pretty much forever. If you've ever seen my truck in other videos, it's not exactly what I would call detailed, but if I'm out on the trail and I've got my hands muddy, like working on something underneath it, or like on recovery equipment, I don't want to get that like on the touch screen, on the stereo, places like that, controls where it's going to cause problems. So these are super handy for that. Or if I'm on the farm, working on the tractor, get super greasy, then need to go, mess with something else. I'm not just like spreading that around. So these stay in there. They come in a box of like 25 for $4, and I keep a couple in here pretty much all the time. These are some of my favorite hacks, tips, and tricks for things I keep in my tool bag. Be sure to drop yours in the comments down below. Let us know what you found to be super helpful, and always, thanks for watching.